What's going on, guys? Platinum Jangus here. Welcome back to the channel. I can't believe we're on episode 10 already. It feels like only a moment ago we just started this. Just remember, if you are enjoying the content, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Let's get on with the video. So welcome back everyone, and today we will be reviewing the list of ACA 5632. For those of you guys that are in the Discord, you will know them as Ocean for Alex, just so you guys know who we're doing today. I do usually like to read the about me, as you guys know, but they're telling us 2022 backlog cleanup, which sounds pretty fair. I'm doing something similar myself, so yeah, sounds good. Just before we do get on with the stats and everything, if I don't have the usual energy in there, I'm looking a bit tired. For you guys who do know, have been following along in the Discord as well. I just had a job interview today for a promotion, which I got, so unbelievable day for me. I'm absolutely knackered. Past 2 days trying to prepare for it and things, barely had any sleep, but I didn't want to delay this any further. I already had put it off a couple of days, so apologies to you for that, and also Excellence, who I was meant to be doing sooner than what will now be in a couple of days. But we're going to get through them. You know, real life comes first, but we'll certainly get through them quickly as we can. But without further ado, let's move on. So looking at the stats, trophy level 460, total trophies 7,222, real good number, and 157 platinums, which is very solid as well. 712 golds, 1,678 silver, and we've got 4,675 bronze. So real nice ratio. We'll probably, you know, I always like to try and have a little guess if I can, and we're probably not going to see many grubby games, I wouldn't have thought, because the gold bronze is very, very good. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what we've got in here. Looking at the rest of the stats then, so ACA has played 201 games, 169 of those completed to 100%, and they've got a completion rate of 88%, which, if this is the first time you guys have watched me, I usually say if you're completing 4 out of 5 of your games, then that is very, very good going. So aiming for kind of that 80% mark is really, really solid, and to see it at 88% dead on is superb, so I do respect that. Looking at the unearned trophies, 1,016, so very possible that that's the reason they're looking at a bit of a backlog. It could be the same as me, actually, because I'd hit the 1,000 mark, and I'm doing something similar as well, where I'm now going through and trying to finish some games that I'd got quite close on, or just, you know, walked away from. But yeah, I'd be very intrigued if you are doing a cleanup this year, maybe coming back at the end of the year and seeing where you've brought it down to. That'd be pretty good. So 5.6 trophies a day, which is very good, especially if we're not going to really see easy titles, which I wouldn't have thought we would, looking at the ratio. So yeah, that's a very, very good solid number, I would say. 5.6, yeah, very good. Good number of views, people checking you out, 1,504, 32,601st in the world, and 7,717. And as you can see, they are one of our friendly neighbours from across the pond over in the USA. Awesome. So yeah, looking good so far. I'm very interested to go through this. So we'll start we'll start going through them. So we've got a hat in time. I don't know too much about this. You've got the platinum, there's just some DLC there. It's a 3 out of 10 difficulty, 1 playthrough, only 20 hours. But it did take you 5 months to do. So I don't know if it's any, well, I was going to say, is there some kind of grind in there, but for a 20-hour platinum, maybe not. Maybe you started it and just went back to it at a later time. Could have been part of your clean-up at the end of last year before you decided to do the clean-up properly. A Way Out we always tend to see, which is very, very good. Accounting Plus you have the platinum for. Same with Adventure Time. Amnesia Collection, which is a good one. I know that's, I mean, look at the percentage there. Ultra Rare, 3.77%, which is very, very solid. And you've also got it to 100% as well, so the additional trophies also done. It's not a majorly long game. It isn't telling me that the difficulty is too hard. But I have heard some people say they've had a few tricky parts of it. I do own it, but I've not played it yet, so I can't comment too much. But I'll maybe have to have a little look. Among Us done it again, but not twice this time. I think it might be the first time it's not been stacked. Angry Video Game Nerd 1 and 2 Deluxe. What a name! not heard of this either. It seems like every video we do, there's more and more games that I've not heard of, which is crazy. Ape Escape done very recently, which is part of the new tiers. Ape Escape being part of the collection there, you do see a lot of people doing that at the moment. As you can see, it's only a few hours. It says 5 as part of the guide. ACA has done it 8 hours 30 minutes. They might have had a break, had it on pause, possibly, who knows. But even if that was constant game time, it's not a long one. Ape Escape 2 is also done, no platinum for that one, unfortunately. Only 2 Assassin's Creed games. So you've got Assassin's Creed Liberation and Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So I don't know if you're not a fan of the series as a whole and just fancy playing these 2 in particular. I'm not sure, but you finished them both off. Nevertheless, you are finishing a lot of your games. So to say there's 1,000 unearned trophies, I'm actually quite interested to see which ones are missing, because so far you're pretty much doing everything, which is great. Astrobot Rescue Mission done to 100%, same with Astro's Playroom, also those additional challenge and the speedrun stuff done, we like to see. Arkham Asylum, very impressed. I say that because I can't do it. Well, I haven't attempted it again. I dabbled with some of the challenges and I was just eager to jump into Arkham City and Arkham Knight. So I've kind of left those unfinished. But to see you've done that is very, very impressive. Arkham City, not finished though. So I don't know if your intention as part of this cleanup is to go back to that one. I know it is a little bit more difficult than Asylum, but it would be good to see you finish that one off for sure. Batman Arkham VR, no platinum unfortunately, but the 100% achieved in 2 hours 30 minutes. So, I didn't realise it was that short. Never mind. Bendy and the Ink Machine, don't know what that is either. I'm not doing very well today, but it is an ultra rare 4.31%. It's not too long, and you did this over the course of 2 days, 11 hours. I might need to check that one out, because I know a lot of the conversations we're having at the moment in the Discord is around ultra rares. It isn't usually something I would kind of put as my priority and say I only go for that, or I want to make sure I get more. But certainly some of the conversations is making me push for them a little bit, I would say. I've got a fair amount myself, not really concentrating on them. I think I'm on 166, which isn't too bad when I don't put a whole lot of focus in there. I just play the games, that I enjoy. But yeah, I might need to have a little look at these. I'm going to start compiling a list of these ultra rares I've never heard of, see what we can do. Enough about me. So Beyond Two Souls done as well, very nice. A lot of repeating stuff in that, so I always say I do respect it. Biomutant done. I really liked it. It got hated a little bit from especially the people I spoke to anyway. I don't know how you felt about the game, but I thought it was pretty fun. The narrator done my head in, but what can we do? The Bioshock collection, trilogy, whatever we want to call it, all done. Very, very nice, including the additional trophies on each of them as well. Very, very impressive. I've only played the first one. I do have 2 and Infinite. I can't even remember why I didn't just jump straight in. I just had a load of games to play, so I need to go back to them because I hear such good things, and I did thoroughly enjoy the first one, so no reason why I won't enjoy the rest. But fair play for boxing off all 3. I do respect it. Good stuff. Blair Witch done, 16.22%. Rarity, not bad. Blasphemous is done. That's a 7 out of 10 as well. 14.2%. Try that again, get my words out. 14.26%. Very nice. So yeah, some really good ones. And you've done Bloodborne as well, including the Old Hunters. It says it's an 8 out of 10. Would I think it was an 8 out of 10? I'm not sure. I think the fact that you can get people in, I mean, you might have done this completely solo, but I think the fact you can get people in and what have you, it probably reduces that difficulty a little bit, especially for most. But yeah, solo maybe so. Bloodstone, Curse of the Moon, not heard of it. Yeah, we're doing really badly today, but no platinum. We got the 100%. Broken Age done, very nice, and that's 5.77%. So nearly an ultra rare, not quite, but it's nearly there, and it seems like it's very, very easy to do. Bugsnax, I haven't played it. It looks like a good bit of fun. It was one of the games I missed out on early on. If you've seen one of my very first videos where I mentioned this, I honestly didn't realise that, I mean, this is before I had the PS5, and I didn't realise you could redeem the monthly games through the app. So I missed Bugsnax, and I very, very nearly missed out on Maneater until someone told me you can just go on the app and get it. and I felt a bit silly, but I don't know if anyone else sort of missed out and didn't realise you could do it, but I'm sure I'll get to play it at some point. It'll pop up somewhere, or it'll be cheap enough to buy, definitely. Call of Duty Modern Warfare you've done, and you've 100%ed it. Very, very nice. I'm actually playing that at the moment. I was just about to buy it, and one of my best pals, Wilco, in the Discord, he borrowed it to me, so he's saved me a few quid there. So unbelievable work. I'll get through that and get it back to you, buddy. But yeah, really enjoyed it. I've only done the first couple of missions. I did plan to put a few hours aside for it, and I installed it. And as we know with these games, they're massive and they take a long time. And then it brought up the menu, and then I was having to. I didn't know this at the time. I was then having to install like the campaign pack, the special ops pack, and then the compatibility pack separately to be able to even play it. Seems crazy. I didn't know games did that, or if there's any others, but yeah, it ended up eating up a lot of the time I had, and I only got the first two missions done, sort of the opening mission, and then you're running around Piccadilly Circus in London. It was pretty good. I'm looking forward to doing a bit more, but fair play, buddy, for doing that. I know it's one of the easier ones, because there isn't any zombies and all that kind of stuff, but it's still a 7.92%, so that's really, really good. Castlevania Anniversary Collection, no platinum but 100%. Code Vein, so this is another one that you've left. 5 out of 10 difficulty, 3 playthroughs, around 75 hours. I know a little bit about Code Vein, not too much. I wouldn't be able to talk too much on the platinum, but again, maybe that is something you plan to go back to. Concrete Genie done and to 100%. I could be mistaken, but this might be the first one we've seen at 100%, just because not a lot of people have the VR. And I still think it's proper stinky that those trophies are there. Every time I look at my own list and see it just hovering with 3 trophies missing, it really grinds my gears. So the fact that they've put them in there when, let's face it, not everyone has a VR, it's just a bit silly, really. Control done, all the DLC done as well. I thoroughly enjoyed that game, really liked it. Okay, so here we've got a few very impressive ones. So you've done Crash 1, not only got the platinum, but you've got the 100%, so you've sat through and the pain of Stormy Ascent, so I do respect that. You've done Crash Bandicoot 2, which is excellent work. We'll come back to 4. Crash Bandicoot Warped you've done as well, which when I've done these myself, 3 is probably the easiest one, but fair play for doing that. But yeah, Crash 4, I've said it enough times, it's just rage inducing, pulled my hair out plenty of times. Yeah, it's crazy difficult. I will maybe try it again at some point. I'll try and put myself through it. At the moment, I'm going through the Cuphead DLC, so that'll probably kill me off for a while before I try anything else too difficult. I've just bought Super Meat Boy as well, which is probably a mistake. But yeah, Crash Bandicoot 4, I mean, you might go back to it. You're clearly a skilled gamer looking at some of these other ones that you've done, so maybe you're going to go back in. Crash Team Racing, not finished unfortunately, and as I mentioned, I wasn't even looking there. Cuphead is done to 100%, so you've just gone back in and done the DLC, so fair play. So far I've just beaten the bosses, kind of like the first time. I need to do an S rank, get A ranks on all of them, and do the 9 HP trophy, and defeat the King's mini games or whatever those things were. But it doesn't look too bad. I'm sure I'll get there in the end. But well done for getting the 100% back. It's an incredible game, great soundtrack, art style. It's so unique, very difficult but brilliant. So Cyberpunk, 4 of 45 trophies on that one. Like, looking at the date, is that around when it first came out, and maybe it was just a bit too messy for you to continue with, and you've thought, maybe go back to it. I've recently done it on the PS5 and it was fantastic. It definitely plays now how it was intended, I would say. So if you get a chance to play it on the PS5 and you do want to play it, definitely go back in, buddy. And then we've got a very, very impressive set of games. So Dark Souls, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin, Dark Souls 3, and Dark Souls Remastered. So a nice bunch, all finished. I've played a lot of From Software stuff now. I've been getting into them more. I feel like I'm just saying the same things every video. I've started to get into them more, but the Dark Souls games are something I haven't touched just yet. So yeah, I'll definitely have to get onto those. I don't know what these are like in comparison to like Elden Ring, Bloodborne, and Sekiro, Demon Souls, but I'll maybe have to get involved with them at some point. Days Gone you started and kind of left, that's something I would definitely recommend going back to. And then, unless I'm mistaken, again, that you're one of the few people who've finished off Death Stranding, which I 100% respect. I absolutely love it. There's even chance if you were to ask me to put a top 10 games ever together, a little bit bold, a bit of a hot take maybe, but it probably belongs in there. I do think it was honestly that good. And if you can, people out there who don't like it, if you can just get over the walking part and just let yourself be immersed by the game, it's absolutely outstanding. I do absolutely love it, and yeah, hopefully we are getting, because I know it was kind of announced, didn't Norman Reedus say the second one was coming? So yeah, very excited. Demon's Souls done, so yeah, very, very skilled gamer, clearly. How do we say this? Because I actually don't know what the game is. Deracine? Who knows? I'm just guessing, but you got the Platinum 2 hours 23 minutes. Detroit Become Human done. Disney Classic Games done 4 hours. Possibly done what I'd done with that. So he's a really good one. Look at that rarity, 1.54% for Disney Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two. I haven't played it. I know little bits about it because my wife mentions it all the time and how she's played it before. So I know of it, but I've not dabbled myself to see kind of how difficult it truly is. But it's saying it's a 5 out of 10. Yeah, very, very, very rare. Doom Eternal started, not left. I haven't played this one. I've only played Doom at this point. But one of my good friends absolutely loves Doom Eternal. If I was trusting what he says, which I do, it's a cracker. It's going to be a cracker of a game. I know it will be anyway. So yeah, that has to be on the list of this 2022 backlog for sure. Doom VFR, no platinum, but 100%. And you've done Duke Nukem 3D. Elden Ring so 21st of June. I mean, it's not that long ago. So maybe you're still, I don't know if you're just cleaning up something else before just going back into this. It's the sort of the most recent game, our biggest. Let's try that again. I've done games after it, but they were quite small and very easy. But it's the last big game that I got the platinum for, just towards the end of June. And yeah, really, really good game. I loved pretty much everything about it. And if you've heard what I've said previously, I think my only criticism is it's just a bit too big, I would say. Don't get me wrong, I love open world maps and exploring and getting lost, but it's just a bit too big. Yeah, I think you can just get lost for absolute hours and hours, and that can be great sometimes, but I do think it was maybe just a little too much. I prefer Bloodborne. It's still big in its own right, but it kind of ushered you in the right direction a little bit more. And I think the monster design in Bloodborne was better. Some of the monsters were very kind of grotesque and horrible, and I generally felt, like sweaty palms, and I was trembling while I was in these battles, where Elden Ring seemed a little bit more tame. You were more fighting people or slightly mutated characters. It was nothing that kind of put any fear into me, as it were. But I think Bloodborne, just the whole gothic kind of environment, it was just a bit more intense. And for that reason, that's why I enjoyed that. But yeah, definitely get on it. I'm waffling again, but make sure you go back to Elden Ring. It's still great nonetheless. Everybody's Golf's done an 8 out of 10. Really? Everybody's Golf is an 8 out of 10. I didn't know that, and an ultra rare as well. I wonder what it is because I know what Everybody's Golf is. I've played it when I was younger and things like that, but I didn't think it would be something that would be that hard. I'm going to check that out after we're done here. Fallout 4 done and the 100%. Respect, buddy. Yeah, fair play on getting, not just the platinum, because it can be a bit chewy, especially the Benevolent Leader trophy. But doing all 100% stuff is amazing work. Only 2 Far Cry games, 5 and Primal. So maybe, I don't know if this is similar to Assassin's Creed, where you'd only done 2 from different times in that series. You just maybe he's not a huge fan. You've just played them. But I really like them. At least you finished the ones that you have played, and you've done one of my favourite, just the OG, Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's actually quite tough. I mean, with the right material setup, it's I suppose it can be easy, but you could say that about any game with the right setup. But if you go into either the hard mode and you just don't have the right strategy, or you're going into the top secrets battle with the wrong strategy or the wrong material setup, it's going to be very, very difficult probably more than a 5 out of 10 for people who aren't accustomed to, to these types of games. So yeah, I do absolutely respect it. Ghostbusters, the video game, done. God of War, one of my favourites. Won't talk about that too much because we'll be here all day. God of War Ascension done as well, very, very nice. And you've dabbled with Godfall, only 12 of 64 trophies. But yeah, that one not finished. Golf with Your Friends done quite recently. I know a lot of people are playing that. My mates have asked me to jump in as well, so I'll maybe have to give that a go. 11.34% as well. Nice. GTA 5, it's difficult to say without going in, but I don't want to touch too much on each individual game because we've got quite a sizable list here. But yeah, 47 of 78 trophies, so it's difficult to know. I'll tell you what, let's go in. Let's have a little look. Because I'm curious now if those 47 are from the base game and you're I'll know 39 of 51 trophies. Let's have a look what you need. Yeah, 70 gold medals and 100%, that was kind of expected. Gold medal, hobbies and pastimes, fair enough. Collect and return all spaceship parts, solve the mystery of Leonora Johnson, complete all stunt jumps, and then it's the online stuff. See, that's the 70 gold medals, they're not hard, I suppose. It's not too bad, just time consuming, but this really takes a lot of work. Again, not hard, but just a lot of time. 30 platinum awards as well. I'd like to see you do this because GTA 5 is an absolutely, excellent game. It really, really is. It's one of my favourites. So, when we are looking at, top 10 list of all time, and I sort of cheekily said Death Stranding would make it, which it may well do. GTA 5, on the other hand, absolutely would. It's a phenomenal game. It's my favourite in the series, although I have a super soft spot for Vice City because of the soundtrack. GTA 5 is definitely hands down the best one. So yeah, we've got Gravity Rush remastered 100% as well, which we absolutely like to see. Grim Fandango done, Guacamelee Super Turbo Championship Edition done, very, very nice. You started Hades. I haven't played it myself, I know a little bit, and it does look very, very cool, something that I think I would really, really enjoy. Again, you might have this on your list of things to go back to. It's again, apologies, dude, if I'm judging too much. Again, I have no context as to what you've just, what you're planning on going back to and that kind of thing. But I'd like to think, with that backlog cleanup quote that you've popped in there, that you're maybe going to look at working on all of them. So Heavy Rain done, very, very nice. Senua's Sacrifice, which was a brilliant game. Hellblade, that's a really nice one to have. Easy, but it's a good one. Hello Neighbor done. Horizon Zero Dawn, one of my favourites, very, very nice. I don't know if you've got plans to play Forbidden West, but I 100% recommend it. It's a phenomenal game. So we've got a couple of PS3 titles with Infamous 2, and you did the Festival of Blood as well. Infamous Second Son, however you have played, but no First Light. Could maybe pop that one on there. That's a good little kind of addition to the story, if you like, seeing kind of what Fetch went through as well as Delson. Yeah, it's a lot shorter, but still a really, really fun game. Inside done, it's a shame there's no platinum for that one. And you've done It Takes Two as well, which is one of my favourites of last year. Absolutely brilliant game. Jak and Daxter, Precursor Legacy done. Nice work on the Vita, that one as well. Very cool. Job Simulator, very nice. And then Judgment, which is from a couple of years ago. I was going to say that's July, but we're not even at the 17th yet anyway, so I'm just talking rubbish. But it's 2020, so yeah, a couple of years ago you tried this, and then that's just been left. Again, you might be looking to go back to this. KO the Kangaroo, who knows? You've done it anyway, 41.66%. Doesn't look like it would be too hard. You've done that over the course of a day, which is nice. Kingdom Hearts done, so that's a very, very impressive one. You put a lot of time, dedication into that, and it's 6 out of 10. But look at that, 3 playthroughs, 130 hours. Sometimes it's a bit longer for for people as well. So that is very, very impressive. And Kingdom Hearts 2 has been left, but that's the 5th of July. So looks like you're doing that one now. Very, very nice. I'll be looking forward to seeing this again, or seeing when you're post your platinum in the Discord. I'll be looking forward to that. Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories done, an 8.61%. Very impressive, dude. Honestly, you've got some cracking games here, by the way. And just looking at some of the ones that are unfinished, it'd be an absolute walk in the park, really, compared to some of the games you've played. There's no reason why you can't go back in and finish them all off. Really, really good to see. Knack at 6 out of 10. I've done this myself, and it does surprise people when you say it's a difficult platinum. The people who don't know, I mean, it is quite tricky, especially on the hard difficulty. And when I done it as well, I actually didn't have many people on my friends list at the time. So when you open these chests and you kind of rely on what other people have picked up to sort of claim for your own, if you like, so you can fill out the diamond, different versions of Knack. I can't remember the names of them now. I was just getting nothing or the same things over and over. It was very frustrating. I ended up playing the game so many times, but it's a very, very difficult one to get. Done the second one. I recommend it. It's not as hard as that one either, but yeah, very, very good little game. A couple of the Lego Harry Potter games finished, and Lego Marvel Superheroes done on the Vita. Very, very nice. Life is Strange done, and also Before the Storm. Love to see it, love the series, definitely recommend you get the second one. And I haven't played True Colours myself, but I've only heard good things, so I'm going to recommend it anyway. Limbo and Little Nightmares done, no platinum, but they are very rare, as we can see, 2.19% and 4.01% respectively as well. Little Nightmares 2 done twice on both the PS4 and PS5. Impressive. Loco Roco done, and you've also done Marvel's Avengers on both the PS4 and the PS5 as well. PS5 version, 1 second. Excellent. So I might be getting my date wrong, but this is maybe only the PS4 version was out, so you haven't specifically gone for the auto pop initially. But the next one, I don't know if you have. I mean, please correct me if I'm wrong here, but have you chosen to play the PS4 version here to auto pop the PS5 for the extra platinum? Again, each to their own. It's more platinums, and I've always said, and as I continue to say in the Discord, people do what they want, whatever makes you happy. But on the other side, if we lived in a world where trophies didn't exist and I held out both the PS4 and PS5 version for you, selling the benefits of each, we all know that you're going to play the PS5 version. It just seems strange that you would play an inferior model. If that's happened, I might just be talking nonsense, but that's just what it looks like. Marvel Spider-Man done, excellent, absolutely love it, and also Marvel Spider-Man Remastered done as well. Very, very nice to see. And you've done Miles Morales on both the PS4 and the PS5 as well. Very, very good. I'm really liking this profile, I really am. Medieval done, awesome, and you've done Ground Zeroes as well. No platinum, which is a shame, but it's a cracking little setup for Phantom Pain, which we are about to see as well. I haven't done this. I'm very, very jealous that you have. It's one of my favourite games and one of my favourite series of all time. It's just the time sinking for me, and getting all the S ranks. I do want to do it. It's just difficult when time is limited and your backlog's about 8 million games. It just makes it hard, but hopefully one day, probably never, hopefully one day I can do it. But look at that, 5.05%, so close to being an ultra rare. Hopefully by the time I get round to it, it will be. It might give me the incentive to get it done. So Mighty Number 9, 0.77%. Could be mistaken, but is that the rarest one so far? I don't know much about the game actually, but it's a 5 out of 10. 5 playthroughs, 20 hours. I maybe have to have a little look into that further, but well done, absolutely well done. Look at that rarity, that is sick. Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom, I don't know much about as well, but I've done that in a year and 5 months, so maybe a game you've dipped in and out of or started and went back to, but fair play for doing that if you have. Mortal Shell, so this surprises me. I mean, I haven't done it myself, so I can't really say, because the no shell run is getting on my nerves. So I've put it aside for now. But looking at the games you have done, like Bloodborne, Elden Ring, you've got a good set of the Dark Souls games on there, or if not all of them. you've done some very, very difficult stuff like Arkham Asylum. I would have thought Mortal Shell would be a walk in the park for you. So I don't know if you just didn't like the game, couldn't get on with it, or if you started for other reasons and plan to go back. But you've certainly got the skill set to do Mortal Shell, let's face it, looking at some of these other ones. So I do recommend going back into that. Moving Out, done. My Friend Pedro, done, which is a 4.94%. Nice. Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch. Started in June, few trophies popped, not continued. I do have the summer backlog myself. I've played the second one. This was at a time where you couldn't get the remaster of this game, so I didn't have access to it. So I played the second one, which I absolutely loved and cannot wait to play this. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, like everyone else, it seems to just be such a popular thing at the moment with it being free. Okay, and these surprised me as well. So Neo, kind of using the same argument really that I did with Mortal Shell. You've done all these other very, very impressive games, similar style of games. I would have expected you to have done these, so I'd be quite intrigued to hear why you haven't. And the ranking, or the difficulty, should I say, really, really surprises me for Neo. I probably had more trouble with this than I did Bloodborne, if I'm being honest. But it's a 5 out of 10, and Bloodborne is regarded as an 8. I don't know why, if that's maybe the Chalice dungeons that do that, and the half health when on the run with the amygdala. Who knows? I'm just guessing. But 5 out of 10 surprises me. Without one of my pals, Gibbs, who you'll know as Gangster Gibbs in the Discord as well. Without him, I probably would have struggled. This would probably been an 8-9 out of 10 for me. But yeah, it's that's just my opinion, I suppose. Maybe other people didn't find it so bad, but I do think 5 out of 10 is a little unfair. So Oddworld, new and tasty, done. 2.74%. Wowza. 6 out of 10. 4 playthroughs. Only 17 hours. Nice. And you've done Outlast 1 and 2. Wow. Look at Outlast 2. 8 out of 10. A 1.3% rarity. Done over 10 months as well. Very, very impressive. I'd love to see it. Overcooked, All You Can Eat, done. A nice flurry of platinums here. Owlboy, done. Paranormal Activity, done. And Parappa the Rapper. I used to love that game as a kid. I don't remember it much, but I just remember the kick punch with the onion guy, and I had no idea what was going on, but it was fun. Parappa the Rapper 2, no platinum, but 2.3%. Peggle 2, done. I'm very jealous. Super fun game. Just need a couple of trophies. And another unfinished game, which is Persona 5. Very, very big game. Again, it could just be the pure time commitment. It's not a difficult one, but as you can see, 140 hours. It's kind of hard to commit to that, and sometimes it's taken people longer as well. So we'll try and get through these a little bit faster. I'm a little bit concerned of how long we've spent looking at each individual one. So Phoenix Wright, not done. Prey, you've finished. We've got the platinum, it's just some DLC. I didn't realise that was a 5.46% rarity as well. Ratchet and Clank done. A couple of Ratchet games done actually. All for One finished. All for One not finished, but Full Frontal Assault has been done. Very nice. And you've done Rift Apart. Very, very nice to see. Absolutely loved it. Another one of my favourite games of last year, with It Takes Two and Kena Bridge of Spirits as well. Absolutely great games. Rayman Legends done. Very, very impressive. I haven't done it myself. Again, I mean, you can tell just by looking at the time. Guys, look at this. 1 year, 1 month. It does require a lot of time kind of going in daily and doing these challenges and things like that. It's very, very difficult, time consuming. Nice ultra rare at 4.18%. So yeah, there's certainly some very, very impressive platinums on here. I do really, really respect it. Red Dead Redemption 2 started, not finished. That's a shame. Resi 2 done, Resi 3, Resi 7 Biohazard done. Good stuff. And Revelations has been left. But that is June, 25th of June, last trophy. So maybe you're trying to bring that one back up. But you've done the Platinum for Village and Returnal. Tell you what, this is a cracking list, by the way. I could certainly pick up on a few games that I don't understand why you haven't finished them. But you've definitely got an unbelievable skill set. Some of these games are great. Rick and Morty, Virtual Reality, wow, 4.43%, ultra rare. Wowza. Sackboy Big Adventure done, very nice. Saints Row 4 re-elected, Platinum. Sega Mega Drive and Genesis Classics. I love that game. I think I had it on the PS3 first, on an old profile, which I had about 6 Platinums on before I started my new one. I'm sure it was my first ever Platinum. First ever one, I might have to check. Sekiro done as well, see, so you're doing all these games, but then you find you've got like Neo unfinished or Mortal Shell not touched. Shadow of Colossus, only 3 trophies, that's a shame. Good little game. Shovel Knight finished, 5.82%. Interesting. So yeah, some of these rarities are really surprising me as well, because I see these games popping up and I didn't actually realise, how difficult some of them actually were. So yeah, when I'm seeing them on social media and what have you, and I'm just looking at it thinking, Shovel Knight, nice. Yeah, it's obviously a bit more difficult than I thought. And look at all these Sonic games. I think he's a fan of Sonic. Wow. I'm not going to read them all out. I'll let you guys have a little look. Sonic this, Sonic that, Sonic the other. Loved Sonic as a kid. I was more Mega Drive than I was Nintendo. I think it was more, not necessarily I preferred it, but it was just kind of the console that was bought for me first. And yeah, so I'm a bit more attached to Sonic because of that, I would have said. But yeah, I'd love to see this. I don't have any Sonic games on my profile. I should really play some of them. This is madness. Look how rare some of them are as well. Wow. I mean, some of them look quite difficult as well. Look at those ratings. But yeah, I'm super, super impressed. Can't wait to bring it up to the top and just have a look at these. These are the stats, like, your ultra rares and what have you. South Park games done. So Fractured But Whole, and you've done Stick of Truth on both the PS3 and the PS4. SpongeBob done. Spyro Collection done. Jedi Fallen Order done. I keep saying it, but this is impressive, man. Absolutely love it. Super Monkey Ball, Banana Blitz, ultra rare. Is it? No idea. Super Time Force Ultra, ultra rare. Is it? I'm going to have to check these games out, because some of these difficulties, I know, like I used Neo as the example, the difficulty doesn't always tell the whole story, but hey, if there's some ultra rares to be had that aren't terribly, hard, I'm just going to be straight on that. Dark Pictures Anthology stuff done. I like it. House of Ashes, Little Hope, Man of Medan, fair play for going back through those, playing certain bits over and over. I've not platinumed any of them myself yet. They weren't as good as Until Dawn, and I got a bit annoyed going back in and replaying bits over and over and over again. Should really do it, but yeah, maybe one day. Skyrim done and the 100%, very nice, but we haven't finished The Last Guardian. Last of Us Part 2 and The Last of Us Remastered done, so very, very impressive. Anytime I see The Last of Us Remastered done to 100%, I do really respect it, because there's a lot of time and effort that goes into the factions, and then also the additional trophies with regards to playing it on Grounded and things, which is an experience in itself, and really how I think the game was intended to be played. It just changes the dynamic and makes the game, an already extraordinary game, into something just completely special. Just taking the HUD away and the ammunition being very scarce. Not being able to use your listening senses and having to actually use your ears and your eyes to try and find where people are, it just changes everything, and it makes it very, very intense. I did enjoy my playthrough on Grounded for the first time. Love The Order, glad to see you've done that. The Outer Worlds, I really like this game. A couple of years ago this now, you started it and not gone back to. Definitely get that one on the list. And you've done The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, 100%. Bravo, my friend, bravo. Absolutely love the game. One of my favourites. This is another game that goes in my top 10 for definite. Probably my top 5. It's such a good game. I have nothing but good words to say about it. Yeah, is there any bad things? Probably not. Other than Geralt saying, winds howling, like every 10 seconds, but it is what it is. Yeah, game's great. Trover saves the universe. Nice. And then we've got a few Uncharted games. So you've got Drake's Fortune, you've got the second, you've got the third, Thief's End, and Golden Abyss, but no Lost Legacy, which is a little bit of a shame. It would be nice to see you go in I know you've done Drake's Fortune. It doesn't look like the Among Thieves or Drake's Deception have done to 100%. So I'm going to assume, without clicking into it, the fact there's 3 trophies missing, it's going to be the brutal stuff. So I definitely recommend going in and doing those. Clearly got the skills, get that 100%, get them unearned trophies down. Undertale, nice. Unravel 2, only 20% through. It's a 1.62% rarity. Wow. I didn't realise that was so rare either. Having a nightmare lately. Until Dawn done. Very nice. One of my favourites of this whole horror cinematic consequence butterfly effect stuff. It's a very, very good game. Well written. I did really enjoy it. And you've done the Rush of Blood stuff as well. 1.5% rarity. Very, very nice. We Were Here done. Wolfenstein, The New Order, and The Old Blood done as well. Good stuff. Wreckfest finished. Yakuza 6, The Song of Life finished. Yooka-Laylee. I'm so close to this. Is it feathers? Quills? It's been a long day, as I said at the beginning. I'm having a bit of a mare at this point, but yeah, it's quills, isn't it? I just wish there was some kind of tracker or something. I know you can just follow guides and stuff, but some of the guides are so long, finding all the quills in each area. I'm not prepared to sit through a guide for that long. Maybe at some point. And I have dabbled with Yooka-Laylee in the Impossible Lair when my wife played it. I've had a little play and a little feel, and it does seem pretty good. So, and I know the last mission, even when you've got all of the bees, is it the bees? You collect the bees, don't you, to help in the final battle? That's as much as I know. Although that helps, it's still very, very difficult. And as we can see, it's a 6 out of 10. So, very, very well done for that. Do you know what? Very, very impressed with it. I don't want to put any of the profiles down that I've done at this point, but this is certainly one of those that are towards the top. It's been really, really nice to see. I think literally my only criticism is the unearned trophies, but who am I to say? Mine's very, very, very similar. So let's have a look at some of what's in the cabinet. Yeah, so Mighty Number 9, rarest one. You can't see because I'm in the way. Let's move it. So rarest trophies, Mighty Number 9. 0.77. I definitely need to check that out, see what it's all about. Milestones, let's see how long you've had the profile for. It says 4 years, yeah, anything over 4 years, up to 5 years. First trophy, knocking down Kingpin. You take that, Wilson Fisk. Right, so let's have a look what where our latest one was. Latest platinum, a day ago, from Sonic Colors Ultimate. Clearly love you, Sonic, man. I wonder, you'll have to let me know if it's something you've been playing since the beginning of time, since the Mega Drive and all that stuff. Have you grew up with Sonic? That'll be good to see, because yeah, I loved it as a kid. But yeah, very, very good. Let's have a look at the, let's be nosy, have a look at some stats. Let's have a look at that average, which we started to talk about. So that's impressive as well. 42.23% is, yeah, very, very nice to see. So the average across all your trophies is kind of between the 40 and 60, which I'd expect to see most people. So it's certainly one of the lower ones I've seen, but excellent if you're watching. I know you're going to beat that when we do your video next. Can't wait to see it. I really can't. Your days are very, very similar. Friday most popular, 1,161. And what? So I've wondered this. I was going to bring it up on another video when we did someone else from the USA. I don't know if this mixes it up or messes it up because I'm in the UK. I honestly don't know, but yeah, so your most popular time is between 3 and 4 in the morning. Is it? I don't know. You might. It might be how and when you play your games, or it might be that what I'd mentioned. If you are, depending on where you are in the US, whether you're east or west, it could be like 5 or 8 hours behind me or something. So that might reflect in that. I'm just talking absolute rubbish again, aren't I? Who knows? You'll have to tell me. But yeah, overall, absolutely cracking account. I have nothing but good words to say, really. I think you already know what you need to do, and I think that's why you've changed the About Me to 2022 backlog cleanup. I mean, do you mean backlog as in games you've got on the shelf or games you've got in the library, or do you genuinely mean backlog as in what we can see that's just been started and unfinished? Might be both, I don't know. But yeah, I think it would be very nice to see, because you've clearly got some mad skill set looking at some of these games that you've done. I know I keep saying, but you're clearly an awesome gamer. Be really good to see you go in, finish them off, bring the unearned down, lift the completion rate up. Yeah, I'm quite happy to go back in again at some point and just check it out, because it would be really cool to see kind of where you go with it. But yeah, really looked. Damn, I've really enjoyed this. It's been a good one. Again, sorry if it wasn't to the quality that you guys expect, or maybe it's just waffled through. Again, it's just been a tough couple of days. I've barely slept just due to preparing for the job, but I got it. Woohoo! Got the job. Start on Monday. That's going to mess my times up a little bit. So as for getting the videos out, I'll try and need to work that out and sort of see when we can do them. Because I was going to try and get back into a rhythm of doing them every other day, but my time might be elsewhere at the moment, so we'll try and do the best we can. I'll keep in touch with everyone on the Discord as to when I'm going to do them and when your videos coming up, that kind of thing. But yeah, I've just been a bit tired. And then for those of you who don't, I've got 2 cats as well. Simba and Loki are their names. One of them's great, one's awesome. He just chills, he's just lazy, and yeah, he just lays next to you in bed. And one of them is just the worst, and he definitely suits the name Loki, because he just loves the mischief. He loves just being, yeah, things that I'm not going to say on YouTube. But yeah, he's just a character, and in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning, he thinks it's a good idea to get the zoomies and just start causing absolute havoc. So yeah, 0 sleep, 100% work, and yeah, it kind of is what it is. But still love doing these. I'll still continue to get them out as quickly as I can for you guys. I hope you still enjoyed it as usual. When I've recorded this was, I don't know what day, it's Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday the 5th. I'm going to look at getting another one out in 2 days, so hopefully that will be on Thursday the 7th. I'm going to look at doing Excellence's video. Can't wait to see that, because I know he does love hunting his ultra rares, so I'm very interested to see what he's been doing. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Just remember, like, comment, subscribe if you've enjoyed it. All the links to my social media and the Discord will be below, so come and join in. Come and join in, have a chat with like-minded people. Really good. Got some great people. I absolutely love it. Have a great day. Stay safe. Look after yourself, and I will see you in the next one.